Hello there you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you my process of how I design characters for my comics. This character is for a magical girl manga we're doing that me and some friends are doing together. We're gonna put all of our mangas in an anthology. So I'm currently in the process of designing all the characters, and I'm currently designing the main character here. So what you just saw in my sketchbook is the very early designs of my character, where I just sketched down the silhouette of her and what I saw in my head when I thought of a magical girl. And the second picture is one of the earliest sketches on her and her friend outfits in the magical girl realm. I was unsure at first what age I wanted the girls to be, or what kind of audience I was targeting this manga to. But after some sketching, I felt that I wanted a comic about when you finish high school and beginning another part of your life, adulthood. And I wanted to showcase that I want to showcase that part of the youth in my comic. So her story is that she became a magical girl when she was around 12 years old, and then she has been a magical girl for a few years, and now she's 17. And both with the years her skills has developed, and so has her magic. So I quickly thought that these early designs could be from her early days when she was a child, and now that she's a teenager that's soon to be an adult, who has her whole future ahead of her. She thinks about quitting being a magical girl, but then something is going to happen in the manga that makes her realize that magical girls are always needed. So the point of her design was to make an outfit that would fit a high school student. Her weapon of choice is a sword, so I wanted to make her outfit still feel that magical girl vibe, and also be that kind of pretty aesthetic that magical girl outfits has, but that she can move around and fight in it and still be flexible. So not too much frills or long skirts, kind of a short skirt so she can move around a lot. One of the second designs here, I kind of wanted to create a whole different outfit than I originally thought of, but it quickly became the feeling of a Marvel character instead of the magical girl trope that I so wanted to go for in the beginning. So I still kind of like that outfit a lot, but like I said, it doesn't feel like it fits the trope anymore, or the genre. So I spent a lot of time on that second design before I felt that no, I actually don't want this design for her. It doesn't feel like my story. With that second design, I really wanted her to have a lot of armor, so you could see that she is a fighter. She's a swords fighter, and she fights at a close distance. So I'm just trying to make this feel like a magical girl's outfit, but I kind of never felt that it was Maho Shoujo enough. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I probably did, probably butchered it, but yeah. So now we're actually coming into the third design, and at this point I kind of wanted the Skitier's outfits She doesn't have a long sword or anything like that. Her sword is pretty light and thin because I want her to be can move around quickly, and she just strikes super fast. And so I wanted to incorporate that duelist slash magical girl vibe on her outfit, and that's what I felt that I really captured on the third design. When I had decided on my final design, I wanted to make some final art of it, like some splash art, to just get a feel if I got everything right. So that's what I do when I make characters. I do all these sketches and then I decide for a final outfit or design, and then I do more of an illustration of it because that's where I feel I kind of get to know the character and what they will be like. It gives me a very good picture of what I'm seeing in my head, and that's where I can really try out the design in different poses to see if it works. Is it easy enough to draw? Is it too many details? Because I didn't want a design that had too many details, because then I would have to draw that 700 times or something because of the manga that we're making. But I didn't want it to feel too simple. What captured me as a kid when I was reading manga, it was the outfit of the magical girls. It was that they were always so very detailed and had a lot of ruffles, and I read a lot of Tokyo Mew Mew, and I watched Card Captor Sakura, and she has a different outfit for each time she fights a monster, or I mean captures a card. I looked at Sailor Moon, I looked at Card Captor Sakura, and also I looked a lot at Star Guardians from League of Legends because I love their outfits and their designs, especially Kaisa's. It's very pretty. Oh my god. Then I also looked at an anime that I do not recognize. It was this kind of sword fighter character that inspired me a lot. I think it is called Revolutionary Girl Utina. I have never seen this anime before, but I kind of like just stumbled in on it on Pinterest, and I'm kind of intrigued to watch it and see it. But I loved her outfit design, and like I said, I was very inspired by her outfit, but I was afraid of doing the same thing. But I think I ended up with something that looks both inspired by that outfit and Star Guardians from League of Legends. So when you're designing stuff, like just you can take some pieces of some designs that you already like, but incorporate them in a way that it looks new, so that you don't copy. Another idea of that, to make sure that you do not copy what somebody else has already made, is that you can look, if you're good at visualizing and remembering what you've seen, you can look at a lot of pictures and just create a folder on your computer or a Pinterest account, and you can create a folder there and just pin things that you like of what you want the design to be. Then before you start, you take a good look at all of the pictures that you have saved, and then you close it down and then you start drawing. I've done it this way a lot of times when I've been designing, and I actually find that it works very well, and it totally minimizes the risks of copying something. So I hope that tip can be helpful for you. I know that this video became very long, but I really wanted to show you the whole process of it, all the way from when I sketch up the characters from the first draft until I make a detailed illustration of something. I don't think it's always that you think about or see the whole process or how long things actually take. This is something that went on over the course of a few weeks, and what takes time is that you need to really have time to sit down and draw. And if you're like me and you have a side job as well, it takes a lot of time and effort to do things because you have to draw on your free time. Also because you really need to think about the designs that you've just made, and you just need the things to cool off or just cool down a bit before you actually decide for the final one, and just let the design sit in your head for a while before you can move on and do something else. I always let my drawing sit for a day just to feel like, just to let it sit, just to let it sink in of what I just created. Do I like it, or does this convey the message that I want it to be? Does the design convey something that I envisioned? Does it not? Does it lack something? And it's very good to just take some steps away, take a break from your work and do something else for a while, and then come back and look at it again. And ask yourself the questions if you feel that the character has an outfit that describes what they're doing. What does their outfit say about them? And what does their hair say about them? What does their face or face shape or eyes say about them? Ask yourself these questions. Also, when I do these line art works and shading, it actually takes a very long time for me. I think this illustration in itself took around 3 hours. When I put together the video and haven't sped up the clips, I think I have video footage for almost 4 hours. So yeah, this took me some time. But again, I think drawing like this and these pieces are so much fun to do, so I kind of don't really think about it and time just flies away. So sometimes if I have a gradient on something, I use the multiply option. I use the multiplied blending mode. So that's a great tip if you have some gradients on the artwork or things that you need to color and shade, you can use multiply. And for the final touches, I add some rim light, and I of course add some overlay blending and color dodge. It's one of my most favorite methods. My favorite blending mode would be color dodge because you can just enhance something with it. Literally feels like you're painting with light, and it's an awesome feeling, but it's very easy to do color dodge way too much. So be very careful when you do it. And what I always do is that I turn down the opacity of the layer so that the effect won't be so strong, which happens very easily when you do color dodge. And here I'm adding some final touches with the multiply tool. I add in extra shades where I feel like it should be and where I feel like it's lacking some contrast. So I just take what I want the shadows to be. I'm thinking that here I am thinking that the shadows are kind of like purple, pinkish, and that the light source is warm, kind of like sun, like she's standing in space. Wow. So yeah, I'm making the rim lights a little cooler and the direct light warmer. So I'm multiplying the swords here because I'm thinking like this could like be one of her ultimate or special attacks, that she launches 1,000 swords or something like that. Would be cool. And of course adding some color dodge to those swords to get a little of a magical effect to them. And I of course like using the light pen that comes in Procreate. It comes with the program, so this is not a brush that you have to purchase. It's in the program. You can find it under Lightning. Adding touch-ups to an artwork, I feel, is one of the most fun processes of the entire drawing. I love adding rim lights and stuff like that. So and now I'm just making a background very quickly. I want her to like stand in space, and I'm not sure what else how to draw space than using the nebula brush. Also, another tip for you is that if you hate backgrounds, try to find ways that just like make drawing backgrounds very easy for you and creates very low effort. I'm trying to learn to love to draw backgrounds, but for this one I didn't have any background in particular other than kind of like space. And of course I wasn't done with adding the final light, so I go in with the light brush again. Oh no, wait. And on the final touches, I add some... I changed the color on the line art in the last steps to a very light one because of the light source. And that's also a way for me to not make the line art feel heavy and make it cohesive with the artwork. Then I also add some texture to her outfit to make it seem like it's slightly glittery. Not too glittery, kind of like elegantly glittery. Elegantly glittery. So here it is, the final artwork. I actually feel very happy about the design, and it feels like something that I can draw time and time and time again for many comic frames and manga frames to come. So if you like this video, make sure that you like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear a comment from you. So stay safe and take care of yourself, and then treat others the same way. Bye!